Now, what mindfulness really means is being present and noticing every little thing that we are doing and to not be too distracted. Now, in our lives, we have lots of tasks that we need to complete. Now, some people can find that harder than others to get things done, and that's because we can let those thoughts come and intrude our minds very easily. But don't worry, because there are ways to figure that out, and I'm going to go through lots of different tips and techniques today and for the rest of this week to help us get back to ourselves and to get our minds on track. Now, there are many reasons that we might feel a little bit stressed out. Now, those reasons can be something small, like maybe you couldn't find your pencil this morning. Maybe you really wanted to wear that pair of socks and you just can't find them anywhere. Did your brother or sister borrow something from you and not give it back yet? Or maybe we can be stressed out by bigger things, like an argument with friends, an argument with a sibling. Sometimes we can even be around parents who are a little bit stressed out themselves, and as children you tend to take on those emotions and absorb them through something called empathy. Now, what that means is you hold on to lots of different emotions that don't belong to you. So those stresses can come from outside factors and from inside as well. Now, whatever is causing you to feel certain emotions that you don't want to feel anymore, such as anger, distress, sadness or worry, and many, many more. Whatever the reason may be, it is totally valid that you feel that way. When those thoughts and feelings come in and out of our brain, we can find it really, really hard to concentrate. Now, we've spoken about a couple of reasons why we might feel a bit stressed, but the biggest one of all, especially at the moment, is of course what is going on in the world. Now, for some of you guys, you might be doing some schooling from home, which is completely different to anything you've ever been used to before. For others, you might be in school with different teachers, different classmates, and a different style of teaching. And you guys are faced with something completely new and different. Therefore, it is more important than ever at the moment for you guys to have these tips and tricks on ways to look after your mental health.
Sometimes there is just so much going on in our minds that it can feel like a fish going around in a fishbowl, and you can't concentrate on what you need to be doing, like schoolwork, stopping us from really being happy and being present and in the moment. But don't worry, we're going to go through some tips to get you back to you.
So, we're going to kick off this week for Children's Mental Health Week with day 1, Mindfulness Mondays. I hope that you can join me in trying some of these exercises day by day, and by the end of the week I promise that you're going to feel so much better.
So I want you to be in a comfortable space to begin with. I want you to make sure it's nice and quiet, you're not too distracted by everything going on around you. And I want you to make sure you're not too cold, so you're not distracted by any other thoughts that can come into your mind. We're just going to sit and be present, taking in everything that is around you. Have a look at those objects that are in the room that you are in. What do you notice about them? Try to spend 10 seconds on just one object before moving to the next and thinking about your intention of the day. We're going to say out loud, "Just for today, I am going to be mindful." This helps us set just one goal a day. And with me, you're going to say it in 3, 2, 1.
Just for today, I'm going to be more mindful.
Great job. Now let's move on to the activity. Using your hands, you're going to get rid of some unwanted energy. Rubbing your hands together as fast as you can. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now hold them out in front of you. How do they feel? Focus on just the hands. Are they hot? Maybe they're even starting to tingle a bit. This is because of something called friction. Now this happens when you rub two things together, and it is the heated energy that we create. Now we can get rid of some unwanted energy by using friction to help us. Now you're going to squeeze your palms as tightly as you can as you think about those unwanted energies. So breathe in and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax as you breathe them out. How do they feel now? Focus on just your hands. rubbing them together again. And holding them out in front of you. Are they hotter this time? Now squeezing all that energy, tight, 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 squeeze, 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 and release. Focusing on just one body part, like the hands for example, helps us to become more mindful. By focusing on just one thing at a time, we can really focus and start to calm our minds down. Before we start our exercise, to help us release emotions through our breath, I want you to make sure your posture is upright and you have your hand placed just under your rib cage. This is where your diaphragm is. So have your thumb on your back and your hand around your waist. Your diaphragm is a small muscle underneath your rib cage, under the lungs, that helps us to breathe in and out. As we breathe in, imagine that we are like a balloon, filling up with air and breathing out to release it. Standing up nice and tall, taking big deep breaths through the nose and out the mouth. You should be able to feel your diaphragm moving up and down. For this breathing exercise, make sure you are standing nice and balanced, feet hip width apart, and you are standing nice and upright with great posture. Once you're ready, we'll start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Focusing on just the breathing. Now I want you to have in mind your unwanted emotion, because you're going to push it forward as you breathe in, as if you're pushing it away from you. And as you breathe out, your hands will come down. With me now. Breathe in and push. Breathe out and relax. Pushing that emotion away. Step 2. We're going to push to the side, pushing outwards away from us, and hands coming down. With me now, breathing in and breathing out. Good. On to step 3. We're going to reach up to the ceiling as we breathe in and breathe out, bringing our hands down around us. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. Now your last step is step 4, pushing down as we breathe in, so hands nice and strong, pushing down and relaxing the hands over, palms faced upwards as we breathe out. With me now. Great job, guys. Try and put that all together now. From step 1, pushing forward. Step 2, pushing away. Step 3, reaching up. And step 4, pushing down. Remembering to focus on that feeling, anger, upset, whatever it is. Push the feeling away as you push your hands away from your body. Give yourself a round of applause for joining in today. These little steps are really crucial for your mind. Now give yourself a really big squeeze. It's important that we give ourselves self-love from day to day, especially at the moment when we can't hug our friends and family as we would love to. Give yourself a big cuddle and say thank you to your body for being there today, and thank you to your mind for supporting you.
Well done, guys, you've done a fantastic job. Thanks so much for joining me. And remember that these tips can be used at any time that you feel overwhelmed. Remember to take time out for yourself this week to practice these exercises or to do simple little things that make you feel mindful. Going for a walk, noticing the things outside, noticing what's around you, your surroundings, and how you really feel. That will really help you tune into your mental health and to help you feel more calm and relaxed. I know things are crazy at the moment, but we're going to get through this together. You got this, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.